metaverse is not just a technology, it's a system in how we interact with the world around us. It's the famous quote said by Matthew Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty members, industry experts, and enthusiastic students, I, Jyotisman Das Mohapatra, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, Srusti Academy of Management Autonomous, Bhubaneswar, Odisha, welcome you all to this insightful knowledge sharing session on the topic of Metaverse, a business strategy frontier hosted by Association of Indian Management School, that is AIMS. AIMS is a professional non-profit networking body of Indian B schools and with many top institutions as its members. It is one of the largest networking B schools of the world. Every week, AIMS brings out free knowledge sharing for faculty members on Wednesday and inspiring young leaders for students and faculty members on Friday. Sessions online for the benefit of the management faculty and students. The metaverse is a digital environment that facilitates the work and pleasure. It is quickly becoming recognized as a revolutionary frontier in the business strategy. The intersection of blockchain technology, augmented reality, and virtual reality presents a singular opportunity for business to innovate and interact with clients in previously unheard of ways. Within the metaverse, business may set up virtual storefronts, organize events, and develop engaging brand experiences. Additionally, it permits remote cooperation, which broadens the talent pool and lessens the requirement for actual office spaces. With the possibility for virtual commodities, virtual services, and virtual real estate, monetization is the metaverse is very changing. Business need to think strategically as they negotiate this unexplored area to guarantee the user privacy, security, and inclusion. Businesses may interact, market, and grow in a completely new way to the metaverse, which offers enormous possibilities for those who can innovate and adapt in this digital frontier. In this context, we today have the expert of today's session, Dr. Pragyan Paramita Sarangi, madam, to dive depth into the topic. Dr. Pragyan Paramita Sarangi boasts an impressive academic and research journey spanning over 18 years. Her educational background includes an MBA degree in finance and marketing from prestigious Utkal University, Bani Bihar, Bhubaneswar, Odisha, and a distinguished PhD in finance from the same university. Her expertise lies in the domain of security analysis, portfolio management, and financial derivatives. Dr. Sarangi's intellectual contribution extend to the numerous research articles which have found a home in prestigious national and international journals. With her remarkable research acumen, she adeptly spearheads the research and development cell of the institute. She also takes on the pivotal role of IQAC coordinator, overseeing institutional rankings activities with fitness. Furthermore, Dr. Sarangi currently stands as the head of the MBA program, showcasing her leadership and academic prowess in various strategic capacities within her institution. Her insatiable appetite for knowledge extends beyond her illustrious academic and research pursuits. She exhibits a keen interest in staying at the forefront of ever-evolving landscape of technology. Dr. Sarangi's fascination with cutting-edge technology is not merely a personal curiosity, but a strategic asset in her professional journey. She recognizes that embracing the latest technology tools and methodologies is instrumental in enhancing research capabilities, teaching effectiveness, and administrative efficiencies. We welcome you, madam, to this August gathering. Before we start the session, let me give certain instruction to all the participants. Participants cannot be able to unmute themselves. If they have any specific questions, they can put it in the Zoom chat box and will be taken in the Q&A session, which will be at least last for 10 minutes of the session. The very important is Feedback and attendance link will be shared in the Q&A session in the chat box, and is available only for the 15 minutes. Only you have to fill it up, and then only the certificates will be issued to you. So now it's time to listen from our expert, the resource person. I welcome Madam to carry forward the session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Professor Jyotisman, for this kind introduction. I'm truly grateful to Association of Indian Management Schools, AIMS Hyderabad, for providing me this opportunity and this platform today. It's really a great pleasure for me to delve into the exciting world of Metaverse with you all. As we step forward to the digital frontier, let me emphasize that it's not just the future, it's also the present. Metaverse has profound implications for all the business houses. It may be of any size. So understanding the strategic implication of Metaverse is very crucial at this juncture of time. And after with the advent of COVID-19, the adoption and acceptance of Metaverse technology by big key business houses have grown around the world in manifolds. So let us dive into the topic more. Everyone out there might have recognized the character, the cartoon character which has been displayed on the screen. Yes, it's Doraemon, which is popular in most of the houses now. So you can see here Doraemon with the door. The door is known as anywhere door. So that means wherever Doraemon wants to go through that door, he thinks about that place, and through that door he comes out and goes to the place. In reality, he is there in that place. So that we have seen in the cartoon, and here also Doraemon is coming out of the anywhere door and he is going to the world of pirates. Very similar is the concept of Metaverse, what we are going to discuss today. Now, all of us agree that a huge chunk of our time we are investing or we are giving to the social networking sites, maybe YouTube, maybe Facebook, or maybe search sites. And the statistics says worldwide digital population 2003 report, which says that 5.3 billion internet users are the worldwide internet users are around 5.3 billion, and out of that, which is accounting to actually 65.7% of the global population, and out of that 61.4%, which is around 4.95 billion, were the social media users. So now we can just imagine what is the massive population of the end users of internet and how this particular technology can grab the entire population. Now, while browsing the internet, nowadays when we are browsing the internet, we are getting certain raw information. Or let us assume that you are seeing the profile picture of your friend in the Instagram. What if, but also you interact with your friend? Now, nowadays, what we are doing, we are watching videos. Suppose you are watching videos about an event on internet, on YouTube. What if you will be completely immersed in that event, and you will be there in the event along with the other persons. So that's actually where the concept of Metaverse comes in. So in this short journey of understanding the concept of Metaverse, we will try to visualize what a Metaverse is. We will understand the technologies used in Metaverse. We will also discuss about a few reality in future. Then we will also highlight few points upon how one can earn money through Metaverse, and what are the risks involved in the metaverse, whether there is any risk involved or not. So at the end, we'll discuss that. Now, understanding the basic definition or concept of a metaverse is not something which is in his novel Snow Crash. So it's nothing new we are seeing now. But yes, now post-COVID, obviously the urge for technology has grown so, and the COVID-19 has taught us how we are their sustainable futures. So now metaverse was coined by Neil Stephenson. The word meta means beyond, and the word verse has been derived from the term universe. So Neil Stephenson, he has defined metaverse as a digital world. It is a vast digital world. Like we have, what all things will exist in that metaverse? So I can have my own land in the metaverse. I can also have my own office in the metaverse. I can also have my entertainment zone in the metaverse. So I can have all these things as these things exist in the real universe today. I can have all this, so that it has to be a real feeling. Where am I? Now I will be there in these places. I will be there on my land. I will be there in my office with my colleagues, or I will be there in the entertainment zone as my avatar. So this is my replication, and my replication will be there with other people. The metaverse has been the Facebook. Now, Facebook, the founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, way back, he has said that building a metaverse will be a realization of an idea which, and when will be there a requirement of a metaverse. So when people start realizing that they are important, equally important, or maybe more important than their physical self, then only there will be the, or we can say the need for metaverse will be triggered at that point of time. So that realization or that belief has to come from the customers or the people that yes, my digital self, that avatar, that digital self will represent that my WhatsApp DP. I'm very very careful about my WhatsApp DP, and I try that my WhatsApp DP is always the best, obvious one, because that has to be projected outside to everyone. But the same thing, suppose Instagram DP would have been shared 15 to 20 years back, people would not have accepted it. So similar is the case when we are talking about an avatar in future, which we actually the replication of your own physical self in the real world. The same type of concept, similar type of concept is already existing in today's world. In iPhones, you might have know about the emojis. So emojis, even Facebook has been also working on a project known as Cambia, where they will have avatars who can have a proper eye contact, as well as who can replicate the facial expression of the person. Is more important or is equally important to the physical self, then only there can be the instant need of metaverse now or in future. Now, Mark Zuckerberg, he defines another reason. To him, he says that metaverse is all about the ease of connecting with people. So it is a medium where they can connect with people properly. Now you will ask me question. Now, ma'am, there are so many sites, so many, like we have WhatsApp video chat, we have there. Now think, we have started this session, and the first thing which Professor Jyotisman said, that am I audible? I started whether my screen is visible. So there are certain gaps which are not. So now in a metaverse, what will happen? Suppose there is a meeting, so the avatars, my avatar, as well as the avatar of my colleagues will be there, and each and every one will be involved in that meeting. And think how that 3D Microsoft, Nike, all have started investing millions of dollars in the technology of metaverse. Now, before understanding or before diving into the what can be the use which is used in metaverse. Now, metaverse works on the technology which is known as mixed reality. So, mixed reality is nothing but it is a blend of both virtual reality and augmented reality. This is nothing new to all of you. I know this is now all of you might have heard about IKEA. So IKEA had developed app where you can visualize before purchasing a product. Suppose I want to purchase a chair for my drawing room. I will purchase room. So what I do, I try to position the virtual image in my real drawing room so that I can see whether the color, the size, everything fits into my real space. So that is what is augmented reality. On similar lines, all of add some more digital contents to my face. Like suppose I can have a mustache, I can have glasses, anything which I can try to change, or I can change my nose or lips, anything I can try to change in that particular app. So these is superimposed on the real physical world. So we can say that it is a mix of the real world with the virtual world, and that enhances the user experience. So I will then decide whether I'm going to buy this product or not, whether the color fits my living room or not. So real world plus the experience is totally different. Here, with the help of the smart glasses or with the help of headgears, the person will feel or experience the place where he is. Like, let us assume that I feel of that. So there are simulation techniques, there are simulating gadgets by which they have also tried to simulate to the extent of senses like smell, touch, vibration. Through the use of these gadgets, this can be an example like Oculus Rift is the use of computer technology to create a simulated environment. It will be exactly the same type of environment and make the user feel like he exists in that environment. Highlighting the differentiality, computer technology will create a simulated virtual worlds, that is through the different devices. Now, in case of augmented reality, there is a mix of real world and a virtual world. But in virtual reality, it creates a simulated virtual world. In case of augmented reality, a real world or a virtual world, his experience will be much, much better. User, in case of augmented reality, the user is not cut off from the real world. But here, in case of virtual reality, the user is completely immersed in that artificial world, and he is cut off from smartphones or tablets or laptops or smart lenses, etc. But here we require specialized cases of metaverse going to be applicable in today's world. Now, as Mark Zuckerberg, he has said that it is all about ease of connecting with people, whether it is only about ease of connecting people or whether we can go beyond that. Now, metaverse, the concept can be used by real estates. Now, suppose I'll be purchasing a property. Now, the first possibility is that I have to go there physically. I will see the property, the rooms and all. Then I will decide whether I'm going to buy or not. Now, the second possibility will be with the click of the mouse. What I will do, I will explore through the different rooms and nooks and corners of the property. Then I will decide whether I'm going to buy the property or not. Now, in the third case, then if we are implementing or we are going for a metaverse technology, So what I will do in the metaverse technology, my avatar will be there, my replica will be there in the property itself, and my avatar can go there, move around the property, and then it will be more easier for me to finalize whether I'm going for the real estate or not. So real estate sector can apply this metaverse to their full encashment. Similarly, another sector can be travel. Suppose we and our friends, we plan out for a visit to maybe Egypt. So what we will do, and yes, traveling forward abroad has budget constraint. So with the application of metaverse, our avatars, my avatar and my friend's avatars, we all of us can go and visit through Egypt and then come back again. That will be an excellent experience. So that can be also encased in by the travel sectors. Now comes education. Yes, and this is going to be one of the we can say that education sector can encast this to the fullest in future, because all of us had faced much difficulties during COVID-19 when we started grooming us to take online classes, and we are not aware whether our students are out there are listening to us or not. So that is what here maybe it can be limited to certain extent. So what will happen in education, like here I'm talking something, my avatar will be there and the students also will be there. And one very important and one very beautiful thing is that teachers will speak, teachers will impart the knowledge, and students, they cannot skip. They are there listening and completely involved in that lecture session. So that is going to be more interesting for education. So even education sector can get better benefit in for a metaverse. We can also plan out the sector can, like faculty exchange programs, student exchange programs when students are abroad. So that can be beautifully articulated by the use of metaverse. The next area where metaverse can be used is the fitness. So now what we do in the morning, suppose we get up, we go to the gym and we start walking on the wheels and all. So what we do at the best to make the moment more enjoyable, we have our headphones and we start listening to music so that we will not feel that much tiring. But here it is something different. Here the feel will be much more very interesting and dynamic. So suppose you think that you want to go to a hillside and you are doing your warm-up exercises there on the hillside. So it will be more, the experience will be more realistic and it will be more motivating. You have your own trainer there and you have your own selected place, you have your own music, and you have your own exercises where it will be more you will experience more motivating and realistic view during your exercises. Next sector where you can have it is already started actually. People have started doing music concerts on Metaverse. Justin Bieber he has done a concert. He has his own concert stadium, and he has already done a concert where Justin Bieber as well as his fans, the avatar of Justin Bieber and his fans, they had all been there in the music concert, and which was a blockbuster. So now what happens generally when we go to the concert, it is difficult for us to find the front lines. So now it is up to us. Our avatars will find the front line. Everyone will have the front line, and they can accommodate themselves and enjoy the music. So that is what is going to be more interesting, and they will experience that music in their own way. Very much impact is going to be there on the shopping malls, the retail sector. So now what we do, we just see our phones. Suppose we go to Amazon or Flipkart or any other e-commerce sites. What we do, we select the items and we go to the add to cart button. Then we put the products what we have selected in the add to cart. See, when we started all these things, it was so exciting. Yes, I have selected the item, it is there. So when the technology started, it was really very exciting. Now it has gone to a different level altogether. So with the advent of metaverse, now there will be shopping malls. Your avatar will be there. There will be avatar of the employees. So what you can do, your avatar can select the product from the shelf. They can see or visualize the contents or level which is written on the product, and then you yourself put the products on the cart. There will be employees, the avatars of the employees will be helping you out. So again, the shopping experience in metaverse is going to be a really live experience, which is not there now when we are clicking an add to cart button. And of course, already existing in today's scenario is the video game sector. People, they go to different gaming zones. Students, children, they go to different gaming zones. They have their smart glasses and they start playing games. One of the blockbuster games which is there popular worldwide is Axie Infinity. Now in Axie Infinity, people have also started earning money out of that game. That there is a term known as SLP. So in that that number of SLP, amount of SLPs they get, that can be converted into dollars or that can be converted into Indian rupees. So they have earned several amount of money by playing this video game. Even there was a research paper in Ghana. So many people, they have played the Infinity Axie and they have earned lot of amounts, million of dollars by playing this video game. So these can be some use cases of metaverse, and there this is not only the limit, if there can be many more. Now the question comes, when we have our own universe, we have a real world here, we have a metaverse, whether there is only one metaverse or there are several metaverse available. Well, I skip this picture. This is also, you can say, one of the use cases here. In Tamil Nadu, there was a couple in Indian context. Metaverse, a virtual three-dimensional version of internet, served as a virtual venue for the wedding reception of Jagadan. Just in the future, it has started in the present. So now we were talking about whether metaverse there is only one metaverse or there are different types of metaverse. Yes, there are different types of metaverse which are existing. It's not only one metaverse. So these are few popular metaverse. Axie Infinity. Another is Engine Coin. Now I have written here Mana, written here Sand, AXS, ENI. Now what are these? These are the crypto token of this particular meta, that is Sandbox. So there the crypto token which is used to buy and sell, that is known as Sand. Similarly, Axie Infinity, the crypto token is AXS, and Engine Coin, the crypto token is ENI. Now, in the real universe, these metaverses have their own maps. If you go to this website, Earth 2.0, www.cryptovoxels, Sandbox will have a different map, and in that map, you will see small parcels of lands available. There are lands available in the map. So what one can do, excuse me, any person can also go, as we have limited area of land. Similarly, in decentral land also they have a limited area, and so now Sandbox has 1,66,000 lands. Now imagine whether these lands are actually purchased by people or not. Yes, you will be astonished to know that a group known as Metaverse Group, which is a Canadian, costing around 6,090 square foot, and which the amount is 6,18,000 mana. So 6,18,000 mana will be converted into some billions of US dollars. Mana is the crypto token. So when you are purchasing dollars, even Sandbox, the Republic Realm has purchased they have purchased or invested 4.3 million going to come in future. Already the companies have invested or started investing or purchasing the lands in Decentraland, Sandbox, Axie Infinity, Agent Coin, and there are many more. These are few popular metaverses. Now, question which will automatically come in the mind: from where are we going to purchase this land from? So these lands will be purchased from the developers of this metaverse, and they will be fixing a price of that land. You have to purchase that land. Now, when we go to the website or 2.0 or crypto, purchase the lands from the secondary market. So there, in case of a metaverse, a secondary market also exists. So this is the website www.opensea.io. From here we can buy the land in the secondary market if it is on to whether this is the area of interest, whether we can earn by investing in metaverse. Are we going to earn something by invest? Now only I told that we can purchase land from the metaverse. So when I buy a land, I have an intention that the price of the land will go up, and I can sell it. So that can be one of the one way of investing in metaverse. Now you might be thinking, we are purchasing a land in the metaverse which is virtual. Then again, we are going to rent it out. Who will get it? Who will be the tenant for that? And whom do we rent out? Now, what happens there when the of the retail store there? So you are the owner of the land, and you are giving your land on rent to Walmart, and Walmart will set the retail store there. So that is the concept of renting out. Now, suppose anyone who wants to, so you can rent out that. Similarly, whether suppose Justin Bieber wants to make a concert, so he can take your land on rent for the concert. So that also can happen. What is happening here, that way of earning by investing in metaverse is the tokens. The tokens of metaverse. There are so many tokens of metaverse. I will tell you, in case of there is a land which is taken by Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg has taken a land in the Decentraland, and he has done his concert there. Now, when he has done his concert, he'll be doing this concert, his avatar will be there, as well as his fans who will also be there with their avatar. So what they can do, they can go into the house of Snoop Dogg. They can roam into the different rooms of Snoop Dogg, and also there will be so many things out there which will be related to the concert. Suppose you have the cap of Virat Kohli, you have the bat of Virat Kohli, or you have the something of Shah Rukh Khan, and all the fans will be loving to take those, and there will be price tags. So those are tokens which you can invest in. So these tokens are traded in different websites. So these tokens you are investing so that when the price goes up, the tokens can be sold. So these are few investment options where the metaverse finds a way for people to invest. It can be through land, or it can be through various tokens. Now, this is very interesting. I have put a picture here that someone, as I was talking about Snoop Dogg has had already taken a land in the metaverse, and someone paid $450,000 to become Snoop Dogg's metaverse neighbor. So this person has invested, so that also can be an investment strategy. This person has invested in the lands nearby Snoop Dogg's house, Snoop Dogg's the stadium, so that it is a status that I am the neighbor of Snoop Dogg's house. So that also this type of investments also people do, and that is a reality. It has already happened. Now, even in India, as I was telling that there is a marriage which has already taken place in Tamil Nadu, where the couples they have purchased from the metaverse, and they have hosted their reception in the metaverse. Similarly, there is a metaverse platform in India which is known as Party Night. So Diler Mehendi, all of you might be knowing the pop star, the Punjabi singer. He is the first Indian who has bought virtual real estate. That means he has purchased land on Indian metaverse. Even in India, metaverse have been implemented. Already it has started. So he has purchased virtual real estate, a land on Indian metaverse, and the platform is Party Night. So, and he has named the land which he has purchased, he has named the land as Balle Balle land. And not only that, he has become the first singer from India to hold a concert there in the virtual platforms. So it was a blockbuster. Diler Mehendi's your avatar was there, and there were also the avatars of the fans who could find a place in the front row or in the get-ups, where whatever it is required for them. So this is what is going on. It's so sensational that it is already happening in today's world. Now, excuse me. I will just quickly finish up in the next 5 minutes. The next thing is that, like, we know how are we going to invest in the metaverse? How are we going to earn money out of that? Now, here, when we are investing in metaverse, there is a website known as coinmarketcap.com. So in this website, there is a tag here which is known as metaverse. When you click it here, you will get the top metaverse tokens by market capitalization, from where you can select, like in Decentraland, it will be in Mana. Like in Sandbox, the token will be in Sand. So you can select, there is market where you can have the reflection of all the type of metaverse tokens. When Facebook had announced that it is going to invest in metaverse, and it has recoined the name from Facebook to Meta. So in that during that period, the price of the metaverse, the lands of metaverse, have shooted up like anything. So that's what happened. Like it happens in the real world with the stock markets, that also happens there in the metaverse. So, and where do you trade this? This is coinmarketcap.com. You get all the information about the metaverse and its the different prices with the market capitalization. And there is a site known as wazirex.com. As we have NSCVAC, similarly, there is a site known as wazirex.com. There you can place your order and purchase and sell the different tokens as you are doing in your regular trading activities. Now, when we are investing in something, it is already there in the real world also, when we are investing, there are certain risks involved in that investment. Similarly, let us just quickly discuss upon what can be the risks which are associated with the investment in a metaverse by a person. first of all, yes, it is very difficult to visualize because, as I said, that normally or generally for us it is difficult to visualize that such type of virtual world will exist or not, or is existing or not. And we generally are risk averse investors, so it is too early to actually internalize about the investments in metaverse. Then it is actually difficult to calculate the real value or the fair value of the lands which are there in the metaverse. Suppose it is there that you can purchase the land in $100. How that has been derived? That $100, whether it is the real value, how are we going to calculate or find out which is the fair value of that land? What is the base of that? That has not yet been defined. So that is one of the risks which is involved, whether it is appropriately that land has been priced or not. Next one is if there is a risk of the NFT theme. Now, when we are purchasing tokens from the Decentraland or Sands, when we are purchasing them, when we are picking up them, we have an intention that we are buying at a particular cost, and in future the cost will escalate, so that when it will escalate, again we are going to sell it up, so I can make a profit. So but now there is a risk whether that NFT which I have purchased, whether that is going to that will find a particular buyer or not in future. So that also has become a risk. So I have to select the appropriate NFTs which are in demand, so that which can escalate the price in future and which can find a seller in future. And of course, when we are investing in this virtual world, there is high risk, and of course where there is high risk, there will be high return. So beyond this risk, these risks are actually, these are visible. Now I'm now going to talk about something which is invisible, a risk which is, maybe we can say it is a psychological thing. There is something which is related to emotion of the person. Now think about, like, I'm a person having 5 feet height. I'm a bulky person. I'm a dark person. But when I create my replica, when I create my avatar for the virtual world, definitely I will want that the person will be fair, the person will be a bit taller. So what I will do, I will start. I said that it is all about believing that the replica is my own self, physical self. Then only we can deal in the metaverse. So when I am assuming that my picture is like this, so I will be completely involved with my avatar. So next time when I see my self in the mirror, then obviously that may have a psychological impact. That may have a emotional impact on the emotion of the people. That is something which is not talked about. There are researchers also which have written about all these things. But yes, that might impact the psychology of the human beings. So I think I have given a small bit of information about, in simple language, to understand about the concept of metaverse, its different uses, and how it is going to be a big jump in future, and how it is going to benefit the companies for maintaining sustainability in future. So this is all from my side. If any questions are there, I would love to handle those questions.
Yeah, thank you so much, madam, for your wonderful session, for briefing about this metaverse. It's a very interesting concept. So the house is open now for the question Q&A session. So if any participant is having any queries related to this metaverse, can put the question in the chat box, so that we can give it to the speaker. So the speaker madam will be addressing the session. Yes, the question actually I got that what regulatory and ethical consideration should the business keep in mind when entering the metaverse, especially regarding data privacy and digital ethics? It is being asked by Itisri Behera, madam. Over to you, madam.
Yes, of course, ma'am. The That is why crypto have not been yet regularized in India. So there are ethical constraints, of course, and when we are talking about a metaverse, they have already designed this metaverse in such a way so that it is like when we are buying our own property, when we are dealing with our own banks here in India, the the uh, the portions which is being tackled over, the same thing is being replicated there, the same type of technology is there also. So that is why they have kept in consideration all those type of uh, ethical consideration also, and they have designed the metaverse in that way. So, and in India, of course, it has not been fully implemented. As I was telling, few instances are there, but yes, they have considered the ethical aspects as well as the data privacy part, as you rightly pointed out. They have taken into consideration, and they have designed that.
Thank you, madam. We have another question from Avijit, Mr. Avijit. He is asking, what is NFT?
Yes.
Over to you, madam.
NFT is actually, these are non-fungible tokens. Now, let me explain through an example. I was just telling you about Snoop Dogg's land in Decentraland. So Snoop Dogg has a house there. So, and he has organized a concert. So when the avatar of Snoop Dogg's and the avatars of the different fans go there, they go to the room of Snoop Dogg's and they find out, like, let us say, the hat of Snoop Dogg that has been priced some particular mana. Let us say the jacket of Snoop Dogg that has been priced in such particular mana. So those are NFTs which you go and you purchase there virtually in that virtual world. And that again, it is when you can sell those tokens in the secondary market, and again it will be converted into dollars or Indian rupees, as the case may be. I hope it is clear.
Okay, thank you, madam. We have another question from Dr. Kavita Sastry, madam. How can we as academicians make good use of metaverse? Madam.
Yes, in my opinion, I think we can make good use of this metaverse, because we have all experienced that during the online sessions we have students who have muted their cameras, and we don't know whether they are listening to us or not. So when it is in a metaverse platform, faculties are always alert giving their lectures, so there will be the replica of the students also, and student has to be involved in the physical place where he is. So he is there with you, and of course, as I said, ma'am, we can also have faculty exchange and student exchange program. That will be much more interesting on metaverse. So this will surely definitely benefit us academicians.
Yeah, thank you so much, madam. We have one more question from Itishri Behra, madam. Are there any challenges or risk associated with implementing a metaverse strategy for business, and how can they mitigate this risk?
Yes, that is what I was talking about, the different types of risks. When business houses, they rent a land from someone, or they have to purchase a land there. So it has to be the customers also who have to enroll themselves in the metaverse. It's not only the business houses come to the metaverse. The consumers, the clients also, they have to be enrolled in the metaverse, or else their intention of being on the metaverse will not be fruitful. So there is, of course, risk involved, and there has to be a lot more clarity on the risk part of the individuals who are going to make their avatars in the metaverse, the consumers. If now it is cost effective for the consumers, then of course they will be, each one of us will obviously try to get our own avatar instead of having an Instagram DP.
One comment from we have one comment from YouTube viewer. Can you see, sir, metaverse in public? Can you see metaverse in public?
Yes. we have specific websites where there are different metaverses. As I said, there are specific websites where you can click and you can see the metaverse. There is a map of metaverse. Decentraland, you have a map. Sand, you have a map. You can see the metaverse. You can see what is the area of that metaverse. You can see whether land is available on the metaverse. So everything is available now. You can see it on the website.
Yeah, thank you so much, madam. I think we have one more question from Dr. N.R. Mohan. How I can understand the future of metaverse investment, particularly site investment? Is there any chance of cloud investment?
Madam, as of now, this concept of cloud in metaverse has not come, but definitely I think when it will be developed in future, because yes, in real world we have a cloud space which you can purchase, but there till as of now it has not been developed. But yes, definitely I hope that in future some cloud space also, because when all these spaces are exhausted, they will try to find out some new technology to have cloud space there, to purchase cloud space in the metaverse.
Yeah, thank you, madam. I think all the question is over. There are a couple of good comments as well I'm seeing in the comment box. So thank you so much, madam, for this wonderful session. So yeah, another question from Samya DS, madam. How metaverse will help employee to perform?
Yes,
I think yes. That is
so now when it is in a virtual world, in a work from home concept. So when it is a work from home concept, we don't know whether our employees are actually working from home or not. So when metaverse will be there, so of course all the employees has to have their own avatars. They have to get involved also during physical presence at home. They have to be involved. So no one can skip from the eyes of the management, and everyone has to get involved, even the management as well as the employees. So it is going to be a better experience than the present day world now for the workplace.
Yeah, thank you so much, madam. I think it's already time. We can we can wind up the session. So it's a time for the formal vote of thanks. Thank you so much, madam. All well that ends well. As you have reached to the end of the session, it's time to formally give vote of thanks. Before that, I just want to tell all the participants that the feedback link has already been shared in your chat box. So you can just copy it, or you can just click it there itself. Please give the feedback so that you can get your certificate as quick as possible. So it's time to give a formal vote of thanks. A heartfelt thanks to Dr. Parimita Sarangi, madam, the speaker of this session, for addressing this very beautiful and insightful session and citing various concepts of the metaverse, the augmented reality, virtual reality, and also highlighting some sort of pros and cons of this metaverse. And thanks to the heartfelt thanks and gratitude to Mr. Sudhir Sharma, sir, President AMS, for his unwavering support. Special thanks to Dr. R.K. Patro, Regional Vice President, East AMS, and sincere thanks to all the board members of AMS Secretariat. And last but not the least, thanks to all the participants for the patience hearing and making this session more interactive and engaging. At last but not least, again, thanks to Almighty for his hidden hand to make this session a very successful. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.